it back. Run it back.
Ready?
Keep it light.
There's so many out there, you just don't know.
Which ones to watch and when to say no. That's why Ryan and
Andrew
watch so you don't have to.
Hey!
Oh, wow. Coming in hot. Episode 6.
Yeah, episode 6. Ready for it.
You said you didn't want to say what episode it was.
I know, and you ruined it right away.
You didn't react, though.
I know.
Well,
this is episode...
number 6.
Question mark.
Number whatever you're... Yeah.
TBD.
Choose your own adventure. You guys listen to it in whatever order you want.
Yeah.
But just know
or
that...
however, whatever order we release it into.
Into?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
didn't know how to, finish that. But yeah.
Yeah, so we watched a great movie tonight. We're pretty pumped up. Happy Friday, everyone. It's not Friday when you're listening to this, most likely.
Yeah.
Chances are it's not Friday, but it's Friday for us.
We watched a terrible movie. Star Wars Episode 7.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That blew my mind for a second. I was like, how? How did we do that?
Awful movie.
Awful. It's going to be... No, we can't say that because people are going to get really mad at us.
You're right.
No, we watched American Sniper starring Bradley Cooper. It's a really light movie.
You blew my mind because you went to another movie.
And we kind of did watch it a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's move past that.
Sure.
This is a podcast where myself, Ryan, and you,
Andrew,
watch terrible movies so that all of you out there don't have to.
Yeah.
It's called
We Watch
So You Don't Have to. Work on the timing there, but no, but today we watched tonight we watched the sequel to the movie starring Jim Carrey, The Mask.
Yeah.
Called Son of Mask, starring
the well-known Jamie Kennedy. Known for... He was in Scream, the horror movie, right?
A prank show. We should have looked up his other movies.
And then, yeah, the Jamie Kennedy Experiment, which was like an
experiment show.
Yeah.
Where he did science experiments and taught people, he was kind of like the Bill Nye of our generation. Even though Bill Nye was the Bill Nye of our generation, actually.
What else was he in?
He's done a lot of stuff. I mean, he's good. He's top of his game.
You're lying right now.
No, he's awesome.
Yeah.
And this movie's no exception. Should we quick give a synopsis of this movie and then start? I mean, I'm sure the people are like, "Whoa, The Mask! The Mask was really cool. What a badass movie! Jim Carrey was awesome. Cameron Diaz was in that movie.
That jump started his career, kind of, right?
Did it?
Ace Ventura, and then The Mask, and it was boom, superstardom. You know, so surely this movie has to be incredible, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, surely it's got all that to work with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's so much hype behind it, right?
Yeah, so I think when you have that, what you want to do is you want to throw a quick baby subplot into the mix and make sure they. You know what they did? How do we summarize this movie? Andrew, take a swing at it.
I'm going to try my best.
Yeah,
so Jamie Kennedy is a cartoonist, right, in this movie. His wife is Kristen Wiig. I don't even know if that's true. She looks like Kristen Wiig. I haven't even looked it up. And they get married, and then he's talking about wanting to have a baby or something.
No, he doesn't want to have a baby at all.
You're right.
She does. She does.
But then they end up having a baby.
Well, he loves his dog. Like a baby.
Of course. somehow... Oh, wait. Actually, the movie opens with... they're in a museum. And it's Ben Stein, who's like a museum like curator.
We could do a whole podcast of you just trying... you just trying to summarize a movie.
I know, dude. I honestly haven't even sat down to like try and think of like a quick summary for this movie.
Can I throw it out there?
No. Let me finish
it. Let's let you flounder around.
Okay, you go.
No, you got it, dude.
So Ben Stein is showing all these people like, here's like blah blah blah, and he's like, oh, and we've got this mask.
So people love details. That's good.
This mask. And
they're really following this blah blah blah.
And it's the mask from the Jim Carrey movie. And then all of a sudden, Loki appears, who's the villain in this movie, right?
You gotta say who Loki is.
He's the villain in the movie.
Yeah, I know, but for all those out there listening, Ben Stein sets up Loki. For if you don't follow Greek mythology, Loki is like the god of like mischief and all that kind of stuff, and so there's all this lore surrounding it. But Loki is actually in the crowd at this museum.
But do you remember the part where Loki rips Ben Stein's face?
Yeah, now you're just jumping to
Well,
stuff.
I know. This is also not a good summary, but like, I don't know. The movie just got so weird, ripped his face off immediately.
Well, the movie didn't rip his face off. No. Loki ripped his face off.
Yes, that's what I said.
And it did. It looked like an eraser. It was pretty badass.
His face was all like blurry and
that
silly.
Was cool.
I was just
Look,
like, oh my effing
The first
Lord.
like 7 minutes of this movie were really good. There's a turning point. Can I summarize it? Can I summarize it real quick and then let's just start talking about it because you're already talking about it.
Okay, yeah, fine, go.
Okay, quick summary: the mask exits.
What?
Yeah.
I said you go ahead and summarize.
I know, and then I panicked. I that was my shining moment on stage.
You got scared. Do you want to try it one more time?
Yeah, I'll edit that part out actually. Sure. Okay. So on 3, 1, 2,
2. Go.
Okay, so let me give a quick summary. Sure. So based on the first movie, the mask that transforms people into this green character that does all kinds of mischief, that whole thing exists, and basically the movie is all about the actual creator of the mask, Loki, who is like the godlike entity that sort of, embodies who you become as the mask. He is on Earth, and he's trying to chase down the mask itself because his father, Odin.
Oh, which is played by Bob Hoskins.
Mm-hmm.
Which you know from Super Mario Brothers. He was Mario.
Yeah. Or you might know him as Shmi in Hook.
Or Shmi, yeah.
Both great movies. Go watch those movies.
Great actor, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Go
yeah, so anyways, Odin's tasked him with finding this thing. Well, anyways, over the course of the movie, the mask character, whoever takes, Jamie Kennedy puts on the mask, has a baby with his wife, and then creates the son of the mask. So now you've got the mask and the baby that he needs to track down, and that's the whole movie.
So none of this is related to Jim Carrey in the first movie.
Well, we don't know.
That's what I was struggling with.
We could create some sort of connection. Let's create that connection.
We could try.
It was not clear. But that's the movie. And then a lot of zany stuff happens. We should talk about it. Let's tell the people what happened.
I mean,
it takes place in Edge City.
Yeah, Edge City. Which where is that?
I think probably
is that where the
Missouri.
First mask was? Edge City.
Yeah, I think the first mask was in Edge City.
You think it was somewhere in Missouri?
No, Edge. It was in Edge City for sure.
Edge City.
Mm-hmm.
I have in my notes, Jamie Kennedy hates kids. He doesn't want a baby.
He actually has a nightmare where his wife is having probably a dozen babies, and they all have Dracula fangs.
Oh yeah.
So that was scary.
That was weird. Remember when it like warped inside of the dog's head, and suddenly there was like this bearded guy like on the beach, and that was like a trippy like crazy scene.
Well,
do you remember that?
I believe who you're referencing is Bob Hoskins. Hopkins? Oh. What's his name? Hoskins. You know him better than I do.
Hopkins?
You're kind of the celebrity, between the two of us, you know all the celebs. Yeah. I call him B-Hop. So, yeah, that's interesting. Actually, at one point, without explanation, the movie zooms into the dog's eyeball, and then sort of this whole fantastic scene happens where, like, Loki and his father Odin are having some sort of crazy talk while Loki's on the beach. I think you're led to believe, actually, that possibly the rest of the movie happens in the dog's own mind.
Yeah, it was, like, the first moment where it just went to, like, this other, like, planet.
Is that... Oh, wait, hold on.
Do you have a theory?
I do. I just came up with one. Okay. Did the dog... was the baby at home at that point?
Let's see what the dog... I don't think so yet, because that was, like, very, very, like, in the beginning.
Well, no, we already talked about the baby Dracula teeth one. So when the baby already come?
No, I think when it zoomed in on the dog, like, that was way before the baby was born.
Okay.
For sure.
Are you sure?
Where are we going with
the
that
whole
thing?
having the baby scene...
It could be.
The whole having the baby scene happened, like, really quickly. Anyways, my point is...
You're right. It actually jumps around. I remember, like, as we were watching it, you're like, oh, yeah, suddenly you have a baby. Like, okay.
Yeah.
It was all so sudden, like, you know?
I think it was before the baby, actually. But what I was hoping is that the dog was jealous, and then this was all sort of a fantasy inside the dog's head. Like, a jealous fantasy inside the dog's head, where... Because there's a whole scene later where the dog and the baby are sort of, like... doing a Looney Tunes standoff where they're, like, trying to, like, murder each other. And I thought that this would be a great moment where, like, that was, like, actually, like, a breaking point in the actual, like, plot line where it's like, oh, yeah, by the way, none of this actually, like... Because nothing really zany happened up to that point, and it's, like, that could explain everything away, where it's, like...
the movie got so zany after that. Oh, my God.
Yeah, we're sort of throwing that... Yeah, let's name something that happened that's, I mean, how do we... I mean, first of all... The movie was great up until the point of actually Jamie Kennedy putting on the mask. Can we agree to that?
Yeah, I would agree. I think that when Jamie Kennedy actually put on the mask and he started talking in his voice, I was just like... Oh,
his initials are JK, by the way.
Yeah, JK.
JK. Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, it's so bad. Just like his career.
No, he's not going to... All right, hey, Jamie Kennedy, if you're listening, that was a joke. Yeah. JK on that.
We were JK on that.
We were JK on that whole thing.
No, he's been in, like, a ton of great movies after this.
So totally saw it.
JK. All right, very last time now.
Yeah. He at one point he is wearing a for work he's wearing like a tortoise suit. It's like a whole full body like mascot. But he also has cargo shorts on over the tortoise costume, which I find very interesting.
Yeah, I didn't understand in...
is
Cal Penn is in this movie. You remember?
Yeah.
Kumar, right?
Whoa.
Was this like Kumar's breakout movie?
You're calling him Kumar now?
Kumar. Well, from Harold and Kumar.
Okay, yeah, that helps.
Oh, yeah.
I remember.
Sure. Right. But... I remember, like, Kumar was, like... Yeah, he was wearing the tortoise outfit, and then Kumar was, like, kind of his buddy, and, like, wearing, like, he was wearing, like,
what you would wear...
An outfit with, like, motion sensors or something for, like, a video game or something? Did they ever explain that scene, or was that just kind of... They were just, like, walking...
Yeah, it was...
I don't know. Like, every scene in this movie was so, like, what?
Don't read too much... Hey, if we haven't said it, don't watch this movie.
Yeah, I mean, like... Every movie that we've talked about.
Not every movie.
This one was especially painful. Like, we had a full day of work. We sit down. We watch this movie. Miserable.
I think it's the only movie that we actually even had a couple of drinks going into. So you think like, hey, we'd be ready for anything, you know? Like we'd be more willing sort of.
It was just so bad.
Nope.
It was just so bad.
We had 40 minutes in, we were like, surely that's it.
But, you know, that's what we signed up for, right? None of these movies are supposed to be good.
Yeah, no, and look, you know.
But I felt like, especially with this one, we kept pausing and it was like, how much time is left?
Look, let's stop it. The people don't want to hear us bitch about how terrible this movie is. They know it's terrible. We told them how terrible it is. We told them.
I think that they think that we're enjoying these movies. We're not enjoying these movies.
Yeah, no, we're not. Well,
I haven't enjoyed a single one.
Bits and pieces.
Fucking shitty movies that we've watched. I'm gonna go out there and say it.
I would reference movies that we...
What was your favorite movie up until this point?
Well, you... Okay.
No, just say it.
Well, you're not worrying about the chronology of this. Okay.
No.
Favorite movie... Probably... Gosh, what was the fourth one?
You really had to think about it. Catwoman?
I actually breezed over every single one, and then I was like, I don't know, maybe this one.
You're saying this one's your favorite?
No.
I was gonna say.
I don't have a favorite.
Inspector Gadget 2. Star
Our
Wars.
first one? No, yeah, we're naming them all now, but I don't have a favorite
American Psycho. You know? Okay.
You like American Psycho.
They all... I don't know.
Just because it starred Katie Holmes.
They're all really, really painful. I can't say it.
Hey, can I get back to the why we're here? Can I get back? Yeah, I got pages of notes here. I got stuff that we need to cover.
Go.
We're 15 minutes in. We're halfway through the
15 minutes.
Yeah.
We've been talking for 15 minutes.
Yes, almost as long as the setup of I forgot the movie we just watched. What was it?
Yeah, it was Son of the Mask.
Son of the Mask. Okay, thank you.
Son of a bitch.
Well, that's really dating it. That's a Nathaniel Radcliffe and the Night Sweat song. Should we just switch to that?
Yeah.
What was this? What were we singing before? It's 3 a.m. It must be lonely.
Must be lonely. Yeah. No, we were just
that's just a little Matchbox 20.
Yeah. Well, we tried to get our energy up because we both had crappy days at work. And
no, hey, don't put that on me.
Yeah. Well, it was mostly me.
I loved my day at work. For all of you out there listening.
Hey, everyone, Ryan is full of shit for all of you.
Hey, joke's on all of you. It's Saturday. We didn't even work today.
It's Friday. We all work today.
Not all of us.
So, back to the movie.
We're going to have to edit all that out now. Let's talk about the movie.
Here's what I want to talk about with this movie. 100%.
This might be our worst podcast by far.
Dude, we say that every time.
Nope, I'm absolutely sure of it this time. This is the worst one.
I'm going to say that Bad Johnson was our worst one.
Nope.
Because that was a movie about a guy's penis who came to life. And I didn't want to watch that fucking movie, and you guys made me. Here's what I want to talk about. As soon as Jamie Kennedy put on the mask, that was a turning point for me when I was just like, this movie is...
And why, though? Explain why.
Because it was like the makeup was so campy. Also, should we talk about the budget for this movie real quick?
No, let's continue with the thought you were continuing down.
Okay.
And
he had this silly hair, and also I was expecting... Okay, so in the original Mask, Jim Carrey retained his voice. Because he's a comedian, right?
Yeah, he's a master of voices.
Exactly. Master of voices.
Why not?
It was his voice. This movie, not Jamie Kennedy's voice. Do you remember what it sounded like?
Yeah, in fact, we can tell... We can give everyone a taste of what it sounded like. What we didn't get is some Jamie Kennedy voice, so you can imagine what he sounds like, but it's worthwhile to know that at this point, there's a scene where he first transformed into the mask, and now he's making his intro, and there's something about, to your point, Andrew, there's something about his face and his mouth moving and his voice that actually none of it matches.
It's such an important moment where it's that is your chance to capture the audience and be yes, I'm a fan of this, and immediately you're it's not clicking.
In fact, I was into the movie before this,
right.
But yeah, okay, let me just play it. It'll go on take one, I'm sure.
Sure.
Don't you just love Halloween? Trick or treat.
Are you for real?
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat. Don't you just love Halloween?
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat. It's like they asked.
Not even close to Jamie Kennedy. Everyone knows what Jimmy.
No, you know what? I think it might.
That's not him.
I think it might be him, But he actually, you know what? I think instead
That's
of
him with like cotton balls stuck in his mouth or something.
Instead of handling it in post, I think they were like, you are going to actually be the mask on set. And they put a bunch of makeup on him and like a bunch of like shit, and he can't hardly talk. And so that's him being like, "Don't you just love
you love Halloween?
Yeah, when you're naturally doing the voice, you're sort of just like not moving your face, and that's what it is.
I can't believe that they settle on that. Is like that's gonna be a hit, a huge hit.
I mean, seeing the face and everything is sort of. Should I play the one other?
Yes, but I just want to say that this movie had a budget of $84 million, which is the highest budget, I think, of any movie that we've done.
Not
so
Catwoman. Didn't Catwoman have $100 million? Oh, I don't know. I made that
You're
up.
probably right.
Right? Because that was like a major motion picture.
But in the box office, it only did $57 million, so nearly a $30 million loss.
They probably wrote all that stuff off, though, dude. That's probably a win.
But hang on. The original Mask, the budget was $23 million. And you know what it did at the box office? $351 million. That's insane.
No need to whisper it. Everyone knows.
That's insane.
That's insane.
I just want to point out that that's incredible.
Yeah. Can I? I'm going to do one more soundbite. Let's. Boop.
Knuckle up, baby. Knuckle up, baby. Knuckle up, baby. Knuckle up, baby.
Yep.
So that was one more soundbite 4 times. But, you know,
I did actually play it a couple times.
It's interesting that they went with that voice. You know, it was like some weird. I don't even know how to describe it. Buckle up, baby. Like, it's not even a likable voice.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat. What did he say? Like, it's Halloween.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat. Let's try and talk. Should we do the rest of the podcast like that?
Funny. Yeah.
Alright, what was your favorite part of the entire podcast?
My favorite part was when he had the baby, and the baby put on the mask and he went goddamn crazy.
We sort of just sound like Southern politicians or something?
That's what they were going for.
Oh.
Yeah.
A quick costume change could have... let's get some format to this whole thing. Like, what was your... Let's skip ahead. What was your favorite part of the whole thing? I want some excitement. I want some energy. People want to know what we liked, what we were excited about.
Okay. I will say when the dog put the mask on was probably my favorite part.
You like
that,
huh?
Well, you know, the thing about this movie is, like, they really wanted to create a movie that was basically a Looney Tunes episode.
And they succeeded.
Fully succeeded in
that.
The dog put on the mask. Jamie Kennedy and his wife had a baby. And really the majority of this movie is between the dog wearing the mask, acting all zany, doing...
Can we pause? I feel...
It's like Tom and Jerry with the baby and the dog.
Yeah, right? it is. Can we go back to what you just said, though? Like,
yes.
Should we feel weird about him... Like,
this whole movie?
Well, yeah, but, like, we've glossed over sort of the whole thing. It's like Son of the Mask. The fact that Jamie Kennedy wears the mask, goes to a Halloween party for his company, comes home when his wife is like we've been like primed the whole movie leading up to it that she just wants a baby. All she wants is a baby. She wants a baby. Jamie Kennedy doesn't want a baby. He comes home, he's wearing the mask, and he, gets it done. They have a baby.
Gets it done?
Yeah, that's what I say now.
What do you mean gets it done?
It's my catchphrase.
All right.
Anywho,
we'll edit that out.
Yeah, we'll edit that out for sure.
Yeah.
So they have a baby, but the baby is clearly like more mask and like Loki's baby.
Actually, hang on. That reminded me of a very crazy scene. Do you remember when Jamie Kennedy is like, taking care of the baby? The baby's in the crib or whatever, and he is like blowing a balloon.
Yeah. This was my favorite part.
Yeah, and then the baby like puts his thumb in its mouth and like blows, and suddenly its head like pops up like a balloon,
and its eyes sort of bug out.
Yeah, it was like everything was fine up until then, and it was like, wait a minute, like. The baby actually isn't wearing the mask, so...
Yeah.
How
so
is
he's clearly...
How is it able to be so cartoony?
Well, because he is the son of Loki.
Right.
This whole movie is about...
But that was the moment where you suspend all disbelief, and you're just like...
You suspend all disbelief?
Yes, you do.
I don't think that's the phrase.
You suspend all...
You suspend belief?
Yes, that's
if you suspend disbelief, then you actually disbelieve everything.
Which is what I meant.
Huh.
Originally. Before you corrected me...
Well, no, I
think I was right.
I don't think it's technically correct.
Well, I know, but it works, right?
We got what you're saying.
So, from that point on, you just believe...
Stop whispering so much, dude. It's
you
just you and me.
I don't know what to say.
Everyone wants to hear you. Talk in a normal voice. Talk in a very normal voice.
From that point on...
Not so high. I'm just kidding.
From that point on, you
that's
believe...
definitely too high.
I know.
But
from that point on...
You're doing fine.
You believe everything.
Well, you do...
Everything. Sorry. God damn it.
You've created so many...
I know. I've created a lot of sound issues.
A lot of variants. No. We're good. Let's not... It's not about that. Look, I don't know that that's accurate, though. Do you believe everything that happened?
Have you suspended belief or disbelief?
You're right.
Should we go back to that?
I might have suspended my belief, and I was supposed to suspend...
so you were disbelieving everything.
I think that might have been what it was.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's why the movie was less enjoyable for you.
Yeah.
I suspended disbelief, but you suspended belief.
Well, can we talk about you mentioned the Looney Tunes part when there's a scene that Andrew's referencing where the dog puts on the mask and then the son, who is clearly not Jamie Kennedy's offspring, but rather the god Loki's offspring, and poor Jamie Kennedy. Jamie Kennedy doesn't know. Jamie Kennedy doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's gonna...
Jamie doesn't know. Don't tell Jamie, because Jason doesn't know.
Well, he's gonna raise this kid and think it's his, and it's not, but, whatever. Well,
baby's not his?
That's what I was just making the point. It's definitely not his, dude.
Why do you say that?
Well, because it has magical powers that are not... It's nothing like dopey Jamie Kennedy in the movie,
Yeah.
I would say, if anything, it's half Kristen Wiig's character and half...
Do we even know if Kristen Wiig is in this movie?
Yeah, of course we do. You said it at the beginning. I'm going off of what you said.
Jamie Kennedy... Sorry for clapping. I'm sure that sounded really bad.
No, it's fine. It's better than when I'm slamming on the table the whole time.
She looked like Kristen Wiig, but I don't think it was Kristen Wiig. I don't think it was Kristen Wiig. I don't think it was her.
Okay, what I was going to say is the Looney Tunes part...
Wait a minute. Do you remember the part where...
We're not getting anything done this episode.
No. Dude, just hear me out on this one. I know. It's a little frantic.
I just wanted to check off my Looney Tunes boxes.
It's a little loony.
All I wanted to say was what happened.
I'm talking about the Looney Tunes.
Well, that's what I was trying to talk about. Do you remember...
Can I interject?
Yeah, you already have. You do.
I know. Do you remember the part where the baby is watching the Flintstones?
Oh, yeah.
And you remember the Flintstones, right?
Are you asking if I remember the Flintstones? Who are you pandering to right now?
I'm pandering to you. Do you remember
pandering
Fred
to me as if I don't know
Wilma,
who the Flintstones
do you
are?
Remember the kid, Bam Bam?
Yes, I remember all the Flintstones. Betty, Wilma, Fred, the whole Flintstones family.
So the baby is watching Bam Bam with the giant bat, and he's like slamming stuff, and he's like Bam Bam, And no, seriously, and that's where he got his inspiration.
No.
Yeah, dude. Yes.
Inspiration for what?
For his entire character,
dude.
No. He was modeled after Bam Bam from the Flintstones. This is more than a theory. This is exactly what happened. I've got it right here on my notes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, as hard as you tap your notes doesn't make it true.
I'm gonna tap it.
Hey, speaking of, you want to talk about inspiration? They show okay. Well, next point. No, they show an entire scene of the cartoon where the WB frog with his top hat and cane.
Yeah.
And he's like, hello my honey, hello my baby, hello my ragtime gal. Whatever, that whole thing.
Yeah, sure.
They play that cartoon the movie. I'm now watching this movie, and this movie is just playing this cartoon for like 4 minutes.
It's like
they play the whole cartoon, and then they're like, "Hey, now we're going to emulate this cartoon in this movie." It's like so on the nose. It's like Jesus.
Interesting that they were just like, we don't have any more content right now, so we're just going to show you like old.
Well, no, that's not what it was. They were like, we are going. That was, you want to talk about inspiration? The baby is like, oh, the frog performs. The guy gets inspired by the frog, makes him into a...
The guy? What guy?
In the cartoon.
Okay.
So the cartoon is, frog performs, does some crazy things and sings.
Oh.
Guy in the cartoon...
Mm-hmm. I got
puts the frog up for like trying to get him to be a busker to earn money.
Yep.
And when he doesn't perform, everyone puts the guy in the psych ward for being a crazy person.
Yep.
So the baby is super smart at this point. And he's like, if I become the frog, then Jamie Kennedy, my pseudo father, can become in this insane asylum, and I accomplish I don't know what they were trying to get anyone to accomplish in this movie, but whatever.
Don't you think it was weird that like in this movie, okay, so in the original Mask, it was just Jim Carrey that put on the mask and like transformed,
and the dog,
right? But in this movie,
the dog also in the first movie.
I don't think so.
It did. His little dog, Max or something.
Maybe for a little bit, but in this movie, okay, no, I'm agreeing with you. But in this movie, it was not just the main character, which was Jamie Kennedy, but it was also the baby, and it was also the dog. Like, they're trying to figure out, like, let's just give the mask to fucking everybody.
If you think about it, it's actually the same, plus the son of the mask.
Sure, but they're just, like, I don't think that's more effective when you throw the mask at more characters, you know?
Yeah, no, I mean, it definitely... Yeah, no one's arguing that this was a good movie. We need to get off that point.
Oh my God.
What are we left with here? I mean, look, 30 minutes. If we cut ourselves off at 30 minutes, what would we have here? Almost nothing. Well, we got most of our points across.
No, I don't.
I was going to talk about my Looney Tunes stuff that happened, but you shat all over that, so we'll just move on. I got one more point to talk about.
What do you want to talk about? Wait, I have in my notes.
Unreal.
That this movie reminded me of that cartoon that was like how a bill becomes a law.
Yeah, yeah. There's that one voice.
Yeah, that's pretty great, actually.
That was when the dog was doing his blueprinting.
Oh, yeah.
I have a note about it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was during the whole Looney Tunes scene, and the dog was doing, like, mass amounts of blueprinting, and they did kind of, like, Randy Newman-style, like, lyrics over top. Hey, you guys should go watch that part. I don't know how you're going to find it. It's going to be really tough.
Don't watch it.
Don't watch it. If you're trying to watch the whole movie to see that part, I would strongly advise you to not do that, because, you'd have to watch the other stuff, but if you could watch that one part, it's pretty funny.
Hey, do you remember the part where the babies started talking and Jamie Kennedy got like very excited? And the baby was like, "Mama, mama."
How'd he do it?
And he was like, "Mama, mama." And then Jamie Kennedy was like, "Can you say dada?" And then all of a sudden the baby, like the camera focuses on the baby. The baby just goes, "Madre," or whatever. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I know. I remember
like,
it.
Its lips got all like crazy CGI, and it was just like, what in the dick?
Well, now we have to change the rating of this whole episode. Can't say what in the dick.
You could say what in the dick. That's an appropriate response, I feel.
And it was, yeah. It was less than 5 words away from the word baby, so
sure.
That's also.
How about the baby versus the dog? All the stuff that happened there.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, did you want to talk about that? That's funny.
No, do you want to talk about it?
Huh. Yeah, no, that was.
Is that what you were going to talk about?
That's what I was going to talk about. Like, talk about
it. Hey, lay up.
Lay up?
Laid it up for you.
Oh, that's so kind of you. Yeah, I was going to say. Now it seems like a whole big thing.
It's a big thing.
No, but the point is they did, like, every Looney Tunes trick in the book. It's, like, so, like they did a propeller tongue. They did, like, inflatable, like they're like puffing each other up with their like put their tongue thumb in their mouth and like puff each other up or whatever, or you know what I'm saying.
There was like the hook thing or whatever, like on the baby, like the dog did the hook on the baby or something, lifted it out of the crib. I don't know. They
had piano teeth, like it was like someone was busting their teeth up and there was like piano teeth and like the dog got completely flattened. Completely flattened. I mean, you know, stuff like that. You know, that's all.
Why were they against each other?
Well, because the dog was extremely jealous because the dog had the badass dog room before the baby came, and then they turned it into a baby room. Remember that dog room?
Yeah, I do.
Jamie Kennedy had, like, fucking dog pictures everywhere, and, like, he was, like, shooting hockey balls. Hockey balls?
No, yeah. Hockey balls. No, I feel like there were...
Let's not explain that. Let's just keep moving.
No, there were these, like, weird, like, sub-stories that, like, distracted you from... That's why I got so confused, is, like... What does the dog have against the baby? I'm trying to figure out who Loki is.
You shouldn't be confused by that.
Where is Jim Carrey in this?
It was very clear why the dog is against the baby.
It's not clear,
It was extremely clear.
You're saying that, and I'm hearing you say that. I don't believe it.
There's a man and a woman. They have a dog. The man is doting on the dog.
Women can't have dogs.
At one point, the woman actually comes into the room.
I mean, they
and
can.
He is... Yeah, that's true. Hey, yeah, just to be clear. Men and women can have dogs.
But not together. Sure.
No, but seriously, at one point there's a scene where Jamie Kennedy is laying on the bottom bunk of a bunk bed for his dog, and he's holding his little dog up and talking in its face, and he's like, oh, she wants to have a baby, but I don't want to have a baby. And she walks into the room, and she's like, yeah, we were just having a conversation about how you didn't want to have a baby, and now you're telling him? Like, what the fuck is that? That was the scene where you're supposed to be like, wow, he cares more about his dog than he does about anyone else in his life.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's the scene where you're supposed to be like, wow, this dog has an extravagant room. It has, like, a place in his life. It has, like, everything that, like, this like, female character in his life wants. And he's just too much of a fucking incompetent jackass to actually even, you know, do anything except, like, want to draw his stupid cartoons, which he sucks at, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, remember when he
You're really mad at Jamie Kennedy, by the way.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I just...
Who?
JK. I'm not mad at Jamie Kennedy.
Is that a pun, or are you saying just kidding?
I bet Jamie Kennedy is actually some sort of, like, Mensa member, like, genius, and he's just playing this, like, dumb character.
No, he's a fucking idiot.
Whoa, okay. That was Andrew, by the way.
That was Ryan.
Speaking of Jamie Kennedy's cartoons, remember when...
Can I interrupt?
Yeah, why don't you just go ahead and close us out real quick?
No, just in my notes, I just saw this note that said, what is the plot?
Well, shout it out by all means, then.
Shout out to this movie. This note says, what is the plot of this movie?
You interrupted me for that?
No, there was also this other part. Okay, no.
Jesus Christ.
Hear me out. Do you remember when it zoomed in on the baby and its head rotated 360 degrees?
Yeah, that was clearly an Exorcist call-out. It was garbage.
And it projectile vomited?
Yes, like
Dude,
The Exorcist.
They're
just copycatting.
Yeah, sure, you're saying yes, The Exorcist. I understand. But this is a fucking family-friendly movie.
It's not a family-friendly movie.
It is marketed to be a family-friendly movie.
You have no context in the marketing.
Dude, it was like G. Or like PG. And there's babies with heads rotating.
It's cartoon.
No,
the whole baby is CGI. Once the baby goes CGI, this whole thing is garbage.
Dude,
it's like no one.
They could get away with that on Looney Tunes, but like a fucking real life movie, you can't have a baby's head rotate 360 degrees.
You just can't have a CGI baby. It's like it's not real enough to be cool, and it's not fake enough to be normal.
Go back to your point. I'm sorry.
I don't even know. It was valid before, and now...
No, dude, it's still valid.
No. We gotta, anyways...
Don't give up on it.
It's 38 minutes in. Let's give the people one or two more bits. I mean, there's only a couple more things to talk about in this whole thing.
Don't quit on your point. What the fuck were you talking about?
No, I want to skip to the next thing. I got one.
I'm over it, too.
I got one more major thing. Loki, who we haven't talked about much, the villain is Alan Cummings.
Alan who?
He's a famous actor, Alan.
You just don't want to say Cummings.
No, that's not correct. We just finished a podcast recording of Bad Johnson. I have no problem saying...
Saying what?
Sure. He is a godlike character, and at one point he is... No, not godlike. He is son of God Odin. Right?
Son of God Odin.
Son of Odin.
Son of Bob Hoskins.
Son of Bob... Yeah, son of Bob Hoskins. They're both gods. The point is, that I wanted to get to, is that at one point he is threatening Jamie Kennedy. And he says, he's like, I can shapeshift, I can change the very fabric of reality.
Right.
So you better meet me in exactly 1 hour with the mask.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay, if you can shapeshift and change the very fabric of reality, like, why are you holding me hostage like some, like, dummy with, like, a mask and a gun? Like, right. What is that all about? You know what I mean? I was like, that's pretty poor. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. That's
and you have 1 hour.
Yeah, like, I'll give you a whole hour to get that mask and then get over to me. But, I don't know. I thought that was interesting, but maybe not.
Do you... No. It was. Do you remember the scene with the boxing ring? Was that...
Yeah.
And like...
That's tough to explain.
I know it's tough to explain, but do you remember how literally, like, on the boxing ring, like... I'm not a boxer, obviously, but, like, the boxing ring...
Why do you say obviously? They don't know.
I'm a boxer.
There you go.
And so...
You can be whatever you want.
Yeah. And so, you know, the boxing ring mat.
Probably can't use words like that, though.
You're right. Yeah. And so you lost it. It said... What did it say? It said...
Mask? Something. Mask boxing, I think.
It said the mask boxing.
It was so stupid. Yeah, was that...
Like, as some sort of... It's not even like a sponsor or anything. Like, and there was no people in the crowd. Like, it was just such a bizarre scene, like...
We haven't given good context, but basically Loki and Jamie Kennedy in the mask.
There's no context. I feel
well,
like
I was going to try and give it, but
sure. But I also feel like, and I want you to finish. But I feel like any context we give is way better than the context that was set up in the movie. All right,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's just Loki and Jamie Kennedy. They were fighting, so...
Stop giving up on the scene. Will you explain what it was?
Oh, no. Remember the Twister scene, dude?
No.
You don't remember the Twister scene?
Like
the game
Tornado?
Twister? No.
Oh,
I was
thinking Twister, like, with Bill
most...
Paxton and Helen Hunt.
Such a good movie, dude.
That's a great movie. Why don't
we watch that
instead?
Movie?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it would be so refreshing to watch a movie.
Yeah, I don't think I want to. I actually don't think I want to. Also, we rented sequel? We rented this movie. I want everyone to know.
We paid money for this movie. This was like hot debate.
$3.99 on iTunes to rent a movie from 2005. Like, all due respect, iTunes, because you may or may not be sharing our podcast with people right now.
This is money in Jamie Kennedy's pocket.
Well, it's just like, I'm fine paying for entertainment. Like, and I'm totally like, I know this is a bad movie, but they, like, some good people, like, their jobs were to create it, and, like, I really appreciate that. But, like, Apple, like, really $4, like, for renting a movie? Like,
it's not.
What year was this again? 2005?
Yeah, 2005.
A decade? Like,
well, it's hard to.
Why don't I go rent a CD for $4? Like, give me a fucking break.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard because these people, the people involved with this movie.
What do you mean these people?
What do you mean you people?
Yeah, what do you mean?
No, they did not give a shit about this movie. So
Apple?
No, the people involved with this movie did not give a shit about this movie. Dude.
You guys should watch this movie.
You always say that. Do not watch this movie. Nobody gives a shit about this movie.
What about when he does the finger guns? When he points his fingers and they're both like big old guns.
I hated that part.
Really?
Yeah, I hated that part because it's not it's just not like family friendly anymore, you know?
You hate that part because it's not family friendly? What the fuck is that?
I don't...
Who are you? I don't even know who you are anymore. What are we doing? What are we doing? Look, Bill Stein's in this movie. Jamie Kennedy's in this movie. Kristen Wiig's in this movie. Go watch it.
Stein.
Go to the movie theaters. Go watch it. Apple, thank you for renting it. Go rent this movie. It's fantastic. We watched it, so you also could watch it.
Does Twister have a sequel that we could possibly watch?
I don't know. Actually, there's a good time towards the end of the podcast to say, if you guys have movies, if you guys and gals have movie options, movie suggestions, movie recommendations, bad movies we should watch, send them our way. We've got a webpage.
We'll watch them.
Well, we're not promising anything because Lord knows what we'll get as far as suggestions. But if you send a good suggestion that enlightens us and makes sense, then yeah, we might watch it, and then we'll give you a quick shout out. We'll be like, hey, what's up? Thanks for doing that.
Yeah, I hate watching, like, I do not enjoy watching these movies. Like, I know we try to refrain from, like,
you have to
getting too dark, but, like, honestly, this is what, episode 7 or something?
No, episode 6, and you said you weren't going to say the episode again.
I don't even give a shit.
Buckle up, baby.
The buck...
Buckle up, baby.
Yeah, that's what I say with...
Buckle up, baby.
You know, that's what I say before we start every episode is...
Sorry.
I love that you, like,
didn't
actually play it for that one when I queued it up.
Yeah.
But, these movies are not good. Like, they're really, really, really not good. And, it's amazing that they were able to...
A lot of money went into this
and
one.
And a lot of movie... Yeah.
Imagine what could have been done.
Money. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? We did the same thing again, where we just talked about the damn movie. We didn't.
No, we
create
didn't.
any.
Dude.
We didn't create any kind of like.
There was no chronology.
What was the connection we were going to make? We were going to make a connection
no
between.
Fucking connection.
The connection is that Mask 1, Jim Carrey seduces Cameron Diaz, correct?
Sure.
Jamie Kennedy.
He sang that Cuban Pete song. Remember that?
Yeah. No, I don't remember that.
Chick chickabone, chick chickabone, chick chickabone.
What? Who are you? What are you talking about? Cuban Pete?
No, Russian feet. No, maybe not Russian.
I'm in the Russian feet?
I don't know. Cuban.
Okay. Well, we'll dive into that in a second.
But got some Russian feet.
But real quick. This movie, Son of the Mask, takes place in the future. It's actually Jim Carrey and Cameron Diaz's son, Jamie Kennedy, who finds the same mask 40 years later.
Where did they find? They find it in the creek, though.
Yeah, it was a slow-moving creek. Very slow.
It was very slow.
I actually don't know what happened in the movie.
I don't remember what happened yet at the end of the first mask.
I just don't feel like we've... Yeah. All right, well...
You don't feel like what?
I don't know.
There's nothing to talk about this movie. You know, this was...
I think we talked about it all. It's 47 minutes. Let's put a bow on it. All right, what are we doing next? Let's give it...
No. I'm not.
Let's give it a quick teaser.
I'm not necessarily done talking about. Like, I'm just really mad that I'm mad about this movie. It sucked.
No one wants to hear you rant for 12 minutes about the
not
how
for
bad
12
the movie
minutes,
is.
but maybe for like another minute or two.
No, not even that. They want to know.
I'm just pissed.
The point is, they want to know what's good, what's great, what's bad. Move on. This is supposed to be expeditious for
People
them.
don't always want to listen to what's good and great. They also want to hear about people getting upset, and I'm upset.
No, there's no chance. No one is tuning into this to say, "Yep, bad movies. Can't wait to hear Andrew shit on them for an hour and a half."
I disagree.
Well, you should form your own podcast that calls Andrew shits on movies for an hour. Actually, that might be a good idea. Can I do that with you?
Yeah. So
we could change the name of this one.
Maybe that's all we have to do. Just change the name. But it'll still be called Andrew Shits on Movies.
Yeah, that's fine.
Then you'll come on as like a guest.
We have to change. Well, we have to We'll do some editing on all the previous versions of this, but yeah. Okay.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'm done. The intro song off the change, all that stuff, but it's some work. It's extra work, but whatever.
No,
I think it makes sense.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
With that. Jamie Kennedy, you really came up with a stinker.
Just one last barb. One last barb at Jamie Kennedy. Okay. Cool. I think that's all I got. I mean, the last thing I was going to say that maybe we didn't get to was like how hilarious the TV executives were that he was pitching to.
Yeah.
They were supposed to be like big shots and big wigs, and they basically looked like homeless people.
Big wigs like Kristen Wiig,
who was also in this movie.
Who we think.
She's not, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Did you know that?
Damn it. No. Well, I had a feeling.
I think you didn't know that.
I was like, it's maybe her.
It's definitely not her.
For me, it was like 50-50.
I think this girl that's actually in it, that's not Kristen Wiig, it is the girl that was in like Two Guys...
One Cup?
God.
That was something else.
No, Two Guys, a Girl in a Pizza Place or something, like, right? Like with... she's in something. She's doing great. She's doing great.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go back and listen to Matchbox 20.
Yeah.
You guys heard that? You guys heard that album? What's it called? Other Side of Something or something like that? Or like Push?
Yeah. 3 a.m. I must be.
3 a.m. Must Be Lonely. It's so good.
Yeah, that's a good
You guys
song.
should check it out.
Well,
let's wrap it up. We got no teasers. We got nothing.
Is there anything else you want to talk about this movie? I feel like I can't quite let it go.
Yeah, no. It feels like we can't quite let it go because we've been talking for the last 10 minutes about fucking bullshit. So let's just...
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah, let's cut it off. Let's let the people... Look, you guys get some time back. We thought these were all going to be 30-minute episodes. They're not. They're like an hour. They're an hour and 5 minutes. Hour and 10 minutes. Hour and 15 minutes. So, go enjoy your life. Look, here's what I'll tell you. Don't watch bad movies, okay? You got a bad movie, you send it our way. We'll take that bullet for you. But we're not going to be happy about it, clearly. So I don't know why you would even do that to us.
We're not watching movies that are actually good. These are all really painful to watch. And it always takes a piece of my soul.
But there was nothing there to begin with, so you're good.
Yeah.
Boom, roasted.
God damn it.
All right, cue the outro song. Do the Jefferson Starship.
And we can build this thing together, set in stone forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world went down to love, we'll still have each other. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us now. All that I needed is you, and all I have I need. All I want is you. Sing forever. Whatever. That's all I got. I don't know the words actually. So hold you forever, ever and ever. Something like that.